Subscribe, love, like. We're sponsored by the Spunk Lube and rebroadcast by the Demon Seed Radio Network. We could not do any of this without you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Please give us that bump. Porn Stars People Podcast. I'm Dan Frigolette. I'm here with Nathan Bronson.
Hello.
We're at AVN. Wild shit. I just got here. How long have you been in town?
Oh, I got here yesterday. Like 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything notable that happened so far?
Oh, I drank way too much last night. It's been not a good day for me so far.
I was like totally vibing on. I've been here a week. I've been vibing on coming out, but like I hit a wall Sunday. Being in this town for a week, I get fucked up every time.
It drains you, man.
Monday I was toast. Sunday I didn't make it out of the house. I did a hike and I didn't make it out. Yesterday and then yesterday I was like, there's no way I'm coming to this thing. I was like, I'm going to have to conserve my energy. I'm not going to make it to Saturday.
Oh, dude, yeah.
How many have you been to? How long have you been in this thing?
Shit, I think it's my 5th year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my 5th year. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's been a bit. I've been in the industry 4 years, 2 months, but I think I ended up going to one a long time ago. So
yeah. Okay. So you went to one right out of the gate.
Yeah, like I got in in November and they sent me to it.
Just went straight to it.
Yeah.
That's cool. So the 5th one. This is the 5th. Is that what you said? This is the 5th one?
I think so, yeah.
So that's cool. After this year, they're changing it, so it's not going to be at the Hard Rock anymore. Do you think it's going to change the entire vibe of the thing?
I don't know. I know that the people who are running this thing, the guy who owns the hotel, has been not liking us that much.
Yeah. Well, so that's what happened. New guy bought it.
Yeah.
Richard Branson bought this hotel, and they're gonna rip it apart and start over.
Why? It's a good hotel.
I think the best thing they had was you guys, and that was the only thing they had to show for it.
Yeah.
And so Branson said, let's keep AVN for a year, and then let's try to renovate it and get going before next year's.
Yeah, I
don't know if that's a possibility. I don't know how renovating a whole hotel works.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's not part of my.
I guess you changed the carpet.
I hope so. That's the one thing. There's definitely a lot of cum on this carpet.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's non-porn convention vibes, or even go to hotel room, look at one bed, come on that bed, put your stuff on the other bed. So it's
just drop my balls all over the drapes.
Right. Yeah. Just one is the sex bed always, and that's regular people.
Yeah.
So God knows what the AVN vibe is. Okay, so that's cool. So how many of these things did you go to? All the stuff last week in LA? How many of these things did you go to?
I went to the Exhibit Awards.
Yeah.
I did the I red carpet. I hung out with some people, but then I decided to go get Korean barbecue instead of staying at the show.
Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
What is your reco? I've stayed away from Korean barbecue because I don't know what I'm supposed to get. What am I supposed to get?
Marinated pork.
Okay.
Or marinated beef, anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is so good at mostly Korean barbecue places.
Yeah. Just go pork.
Yeah. I love pork.
Yeah.
And so getting that some places will have good ones, but there's some where it's they just give you no seasoning on it.
Yeah.
So that's a little shitty.
Give me half a second, because I had you at 6 and she rushes down. You're Alex. I'm Dan.
I am. Yes.
Can it be 5:15? Is that okay?
5:15. Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah, exactly. You want? Yeah, I'll just hang out
Cool.
downstairs.
Yeah. Sorry about that, and thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Cool. I'll be right here. Sorry.
No worries.
So it's one of those things where it's you always want to do the new cuisine of the thing.
Yeah.
But when you don't have the right person, you just like I was doing Thai food. I was just doing pad Thai for years.
Pad Thai's good.
And then I went with other people, and they're like, "Oh, pad Thai is the baseline of Thai. You got to get in there." So I've been scared of dim sum. I've been scared of Korean barbecue because I don't know what the thing is.
Dim sum's great, man.
Yeah.
You get chicken feet. You ever had
Okay.
that?
No, I did. So I ate duck feet as a challenge as part of this podcast the other day, but I think they were chicken feet.
Yeah, well, chicken feet that doesn't have the webbed feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that chicken that's usually a red color,
Right.
because they marinate and stuff, but you just have to get around those bones. That's the weird part.
Yeah, it seems like people that eat chicken feet professionally
Yeah.
probably just eat all of the cartilage.
Yeah, because the bones, the last time I had one, was you're trying to spit them out and get it through them. But
Yeah. You can swallow them.
You can swallow 'em.
Tomorrow's going to be weird.
That what
but
you're doing?
Yeah.
What-
Right? I
what's
said
tomorrow?
tomorrow will be weird.
Yeah, tomorrow will be a little weird. Shitting that out.
Shit and bones. Thank you. Thank you for catching up to where I was. On
Sorry,
that.
bro. My brain is going slow right now.
Shitting out chicken bones. Okay, so this is a thing I think I don't ask, but I think people want to hear. What is the vibe? Let's pretend like I'm just a dude at home and I think that I can get into porn. What's the vibe? Why did you do this? How did you do this?
I got in because of let's see. I came to LA to be a stunt person.
No shit.
Yeah. And so I got a job at Universal Studios doing stunts there.
Yeah.
But before that, I was a head chef in the kitchen.
Okay.
And so I got to a point where I was like, I need to figure out something income because I can't work in the kitchen anymore if I'm working at Universal and they don't give me as many hours. So at the time, me and my girlfriend were swingers, and she's like, "Why don't you try getting porn?" I'm like,
She recommended.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
because we need the money." We didn't realize that.
Was she in porn?
No,
Interesting.
no, she didn't like her body. So,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, so I got it. I was at a gym at the time and talked to Mina. Was it Mina Mason? Mina Mason. I don't think is in the business anymore, but she was with a company called Society 15. This is when the Society 15 just started.
Yeah.
And so I went to her. I was like, "Hey, I was trying to get into porn." And I had a huge beard and hair down to my ass.
Right.
And she's like, if you cut both those things, you might be able to get the job.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it, let's go for it.
Sure.
Yeah. So.
And you just went and cut your hair, and that was it.
Yeah, cut my hair, shaved my beard. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
What? How do you want to be a stunt man? Like, where does that come from? And then
I just like doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
I like having jobs where I learn skills all the time.
Okay.
So the downside with this job is you kind of get put in the most thing you work on is your acting.
Yeah.
Unless you start going onto the other side of it and you learn the cameras and all
Right.
that. But stunts, it was always great because you could literally go to a gym and, okay, we're learning Kung Fu today, or we're learning Jiu-Jitsu, or we're going to learn fire burns.
Oh,
We're going to
that's
learn how to
cool.
take car hits. We're going to learn this or this now.
Yeah. So what's the coolest shit you learned?
I've done over 280 full body burns.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so I've been lit on fire quite a bit. I did some car stunts, wire work. I learned a little bit of rigging.
What's the trick for a full body burn? How does that work?
It depends on what company you work with. So everyone does it a little bit differently. It's all based on the same thing. So you have Nomex. I can't remember what the other one's called, but Nomex is a fire retardant material. So basically,
And
what
how heavy is this suit?
it's not heavy.
No?
No. Well, because depending who you're working for, depending how you're gonna do this. So
Yeah.
at Universal, what they would do is they'd get 2 pair of Nomex bottoms, 2 pair of Nomex tops. You dampen those things up so they're nice and wet. And then you put those on, and then you get your like a fire racing suit, like you seen the NASCAR guys in those.
Yeah.
So we get one. I think it was a 215. It basically will let you. It will last for about 15 seconds before you start getting burned.
Jesus.
Like over it.
Yeah.
But we also know exactly where we're gonna put the fuel. So what we did was on the left arm you put fire gel right here, and you put fire gel on the front of your leg, back of your leg, back, and then on your back. But you leave this arm open so you could breathe as you're walking. Because the thing with fire burns is if you're outside, the wind will blow it whatever way, and you just can't
There's
breathe.
no oxygen.
Yeah, but if you're inside, as long as you're moving forward, the fire's going backwards, so you can deal with that.
Oh, wow.
So then you'd put the gasket over the top of the racing suit, which is basically one of those plastic painting suits.
Okay.
You see the guys painting houses with plastic suits? You put that over it so the fuel doesn't go onto the actual clothes.
Yeah.
The fire retardant stuff.
So that suit will burn up. The top one.
Well, no. What burns up is you have over all that, over the gasket, over the Nomex, over the fire suit, you have just a regular shirt and regular jeans.
Yeah.
So that burns.
Ah.
Yeah.
And then your face is completely covered, or what's
at the particular show I was doing, we would do just fire gel over your face, because as long as you're moving forward, the fire won't creep up your head. As long as
No
you
shit.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
And so did anything like? So it's 15 seconds. Is that the mark? Like that's how
well,
long?
that's if okay. So because you have all that shit and you have the fire gel, it's got to burn through a lot of stuff to actually hurt you.
Yeah.
So you're usually pretty cold when you're doing this because the fire gel is like frozen.
Oh.
So you're
Wow.
putting this cold gel on, and
Yeah.
sometimes in December you're running out there and it's like freezing. You're just steaming because your body's actually
Yeah.
producing so much heat. But it's like you get lit on fire, you don't feel it, don't feel it until you hit the ground. They hit you with fire extinguishers, and then it's all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's a nice, lovely, warm feeling.
Oh.
So, yeah.
That's wild. So what's the longest you've been on fire? And then what's like the standard of that?
20 seconds.
Okay.
And that was on the show Storage Wars.
Storage Wars.
Yeah, I got lit on fire on that show.
What was the scene that somebody needed to be on fire in Storage
So
Wars?
basically what happens in the show, they will find an item, and
Yeah.
then they'll bring an expert in to tell you what it is.
Right.
So they hired me because I can do a fire burn.
Right.
But I don't know anything about the fucking Nomex suit, so if
Right.
you ever find that episode, you just hear me like, I'm not sure if it looks like I'm bullshitting my way through it, but
Yeah.
I'm totally bullshitting my way
So
through
they
it.
found a Nomex suit,
Yeah.
and you were like, and so you were the test dummy for the
Yeah.
Nomex suit.
So basically, I had both arms on fire. It was a really good fire burn.
Yeah.
It's at the very end of the episode, and I'm
No
on
shit.
fucking fire.
Did they have, like, they don't have stunt guys ready on that show? They had to hire a whole team
No,
just for that one
I
episode.
literally got hit up in it because not.
Were you the team?
It was me and a guy from what is it? Oh crap, what's it called? Stunt Labs.
Yeah.
Stunt Labs. They hit me up because they needed someone who wasn't SAG
Yeah.
and who knew how to do fire burns.
Right.
So basically, they didn't want to pay a SAG rate.
Right. That's so wild. It's also like how many of those guys are there that can be lit on fire, but then also have not joined the union?
Oh, there's a couple.
Yeah.
but
It's a handful, right?
yeah. Usually, you find it with, like new people.
Yeah. That's wild. That's fucking crazy. So that's okay. So then beyond that, so that's that's the one that sticks out for me. But then beyond that, you crash cars.
I've done a little stunt driving. I've done wire work fights.
What's wire work?
Wire work.
Where
so
they-
like you
they
see,
lift you and throw
yeah,
you?
they throw me through there. I used to teach parkour, so I do a lot of the
Okay.
flips. What else?
What's the
Firefighting, rappelling.
gnarliest injury you've ever been involved in?
I have both my collarbones. They're supposed to look like that.
Yeah.
And basically, what happens is I've cracked the cartilage on both of them, so they look like this.
Okay.
So up here, if you feel that,
This?
yeah,
Yeah.
feel that. See,
Okay,
go up?
yeah.
that's the bone sticking out.
Okay.
So
How'd you do that?
I was doing a cork, which a cork is basically. You ever see a guy play soccer? He kicks the ball over his head, like
Yeah.
he does a flip almost.
Yeah.
So basically, you do that and you spin at the same time.
Right.
So it's going this way, and then you rotate.
Yeah, I saw that on Street Fighter.
Yeah. Exactly. It was
Yeah. And so you didn't land.
I landed. I threw myself too far that way and not far enough up.
Yeah.
And so just came right down.
Straight down.
Yeah.
And so just with nothing you didn't catch yourself at all.
No, I landed on fucking hard ground and stuff.
So you landed just on your chest.
Yeah, just right there.
Oh.
Popped it out.
Oh, so it went that way. Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Besides that, let's see.
How is that
cuts.
industry when you get hurt? Like, because you're signing up. Do you sign off all your you sign all your waivers? Like, you're like, hey, if I die in this car crash on camera, then you don't owe me anything. Is it that?
It depends. I mean, I know when they're making the last Deadpool movie, one of the chicks, the stunt woman who was playing Domino,
Yeah.
she died on set.
Is that true?
Doing a motorcycle gag. I think
I
she
think I did
she
hear
messed up
this.
and then like went through a window.
Yeah.
Another real famous one was the last Resident Evil movie. Another female stunt woman was driving a motorcycle, and the what was it? The mic or like the boom that was on hydraulics or the camera
Didn't
came
get out of the way.
down too fast and knocked her off the bike, and then she got her face degloved, her arm taken off. She was in a coma
What
for a
does
couple months.
degloved mean?
Okay, so like if I took the skin off my
Yeah.
hand, that's degloved.
Oh my god.
So like her face was just ripped
Gone.
off. Yeah. Yeah. So there's like she got paid out for that one.
Yeah.
But then I
because
know
she's still alive.
yeah, she's still alive. The other girl was not.
Yeah.
Or like I had a buddy that I was getting on a fire team with, and he was doing a scene where the actor was supposed to hold him here.
Yeah.
And looked like he was choking him out, and then drop him to the ground.
Yeah.
But the actor full on choked him out and then threw him to the ground and broke his neck.
Jesus.
Put a tumor into his or like a blood clot into
Yeah.
his brain. He ended up losing his wife. He ended up like his family doesn't like, and it's really just sad, man. It's like-
Yeah.
but I think he got pretty well paid out for that. But still, it's like his life different.
It's not worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild. So there is some recourse if they fuck up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, like you do a car hit. I mean, what 50% of the time it don't work or end good. You're just like hoping for the best.
Yeah.
So you hit the car and and it's like you want to land perfect, but
50%. Is that really
it's
what
like
it's
what you can get
Yeah?
hurt. I know guys who are like really good at it and they still get hurt doing them. Or
No
like
shit.
stair falls.
Yeah.
It's like even if you know how to do them like amazingly, it's still gonna get hurt.
Right. You're
sometimes.
talking about rolling down.
Yeah, when you just go down the thing.
I
Like
had a buddy in high school. For some reason, this was like his like superhuman trick. So he would just throw himself in the stairs like when it was like the most like
Yeah.
popular time of the day.
yeah.
Just around the whole thing. It was wild to watch. And
I did it. I did that here the first time I came to Vegas. I was at the, what place was it? The Circus.
yeah.
And I don't know why we were.
You stayed at Circus?
Yeah, this is a long time
Yeah.
ago. It was like turned 21. Me and my bunch
Yeah.
of buddies came out and just got fucked up. But like I did stunts at the time, and I was like, this is a really long staircase.
Let's
and
do
like
it,
without
yeah.
telling anyone, I just fucking threw my ass down.
Yeah.
Like down 3 flights, and then jumped up and just walked away. And I'm like, man, on security cameras, that must have looked wacky.
Yeah. So yeah, we'd hit my buddy up at the once at the bottom of the stairs. We'd be like, dude, did that hurt? He's like, yeah, but it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
You're like,
I get it. I get that, man.
because what do you get? You get like another run of adrenaline from
Yeah.
it. So when you threw yourself down 3 flights of stairs, it didn't feel good.
It doesn't feel great, but it's like you know how to do it. It's basically you're doing like a shoulder roll, and you're trying to get shoulder in a spot, then your head in a spot.
So as long as you
shoulder.
keep momentum going,
Yeah,
kind
you
of,
kinda
you're
like-
not, you can't smash anything too hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the gnarliest one I ever saw was on Fight Club. And,
Okay.
And when he was fighting himself at the
Yeah.
end of the movie, he throws himself down like halfway down a staircase into like almost a weird front flip.
Yeah.
And all he had on was boxers and like a Hawaiian shirt. So all he had was a backpack.
Right. So there's no cushion.
Yeah. It's like he.
Do you know who the stuntman who
don't
did
know
that
who
was?
the guy was.
Interesting.
I just remember seeing it. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild. Well, shit, man. All right, so what else? You said you only take on professions that make you learn things. So obviously you said you were a chef.
Mm.
What else? What else is in this list of Renaissance man shit?
Oh
that you
shit!
got?
Let's see. I was a chef for 7 years. I did stunts. Went to school for art.
Yeah.
What else? Taught parkour.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm working on for the next stage of my life doing more things that's not relying on my body as much because if I break anything,
Yeah,
at
how old
this-
are you?
I'm 31.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're starting to hit that mark. So I got a buddy who's like a pogo stick guy, and he's starting to have like real injuries. But he's still moving along, and he's over 35. So it's scary. It's scary to watch because like I'm not doing shit and I'm getting hurt.
Well, like also, I work out constantly.
Yeah.
Try to stretch constantly.
Yeah.
And it's like people because I put a video up not too long ago where Rock Emerson.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6'3",
She's 6'3",
beautiful
yeah.
lover. I did a video where she had her pants down. And I was doing a backflip off a little what was it, fence?
Yeah.
And the first one went good, but the second one I fucked up halfway through, and I'm already like 6 feet up, and I just fucking slam hard. And
What'd you land on?
my like halfway on my foot, like I just cranked it over.
Yeah.
But it's like luckily because I like all the jobs I've done, it's like it gives you an idea of how to fix those things. If
Sure.
you want to put the time in. So it's like elevation, ice. I
Yeah.
also have sauna at home, so it's like just trying to get through all the things, and you keep doing it repetitive,
Yeah.
and it, like
How long ago was this?
This was last week.
Oh shit. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
That's funny.
Except for the hangover, I'm fine.
Yeah, that's funny. That's wild. Yeah, my one buddy's like he'll pogo even like he'll just be taped up. He's
Yeah.
just like he's pogo anyway. He's like one of these guys who can like he can become an expert overnight on something, which like really
Yeah.
upsets me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, the other day he was like, he started watching YouTube videos about poker. Then he comes to Vegas and like wins the tournament. I was like, dude, what the fuck, man? Then I'm like near him. And he's like, oh, I'm at the casino. I'm winning. It's like, dude, this is not fair.
Dude,
He, like,
some people are really good at picking things up.
yeah, he can like. I think he gets it all from like YouTube videos. He's
Yeah,
one of those guys.
That's what I do. I mean, when I want to learn how to fix a car, YouTube. When I
No
want to learn
shit.
how to blow, I learned how to blow fire last year.
No shit.
Just by watching a video, and I was like, oh fuck it, let's figure this out.
yeah. What's the key to blowing fire?
Being able to like make a nice enough mist, depending on what you're using.
Yeah, you got to get it going.
But you gotta and like kind of get that nice mist, and also try not to dribble it down your chin,
Right.
So it doesn't come back. And then it's just and trying to get that blow right.
Yeah, you just got to get it gone so
Yeah.
that when the blow's done, you're off.
Yeah.
Interesting. What do you use?
Right now I was using tiki torch fuel, which is a interesting flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happens if you accidentally swallow some tiki torch fuel?
It's not great for you.
But you're not dying, and
Yeah, you're
it's
not
a little high. You're a little high.
dying. Yeah, no,
It's not gonna eat up your esophagus.
yeah, it's not gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah.
It's just it's not great for you.
Yeah.
but-
Well, so what is that? That's kerosene, is it not?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
and I've accidentally swallowed gasoline trying to siphon a car. So,
Sure.
mm,
Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah.
No, I knew a guy in college who was just drinking gasoline in college, and he was like, or in high school, and he was like talking about how funny it was, or whatever. And then within college, he ended up with all these gastrointestinal problems.
Yeah.
And we were like, hey man, and he never like clicked in the fact that like.
Why do you drink gasoline?
I think he thought it was fun. I think that's what they were doing in high school. And I was like, hey man, you drink gasoline in high school. This probably has a lot to do with that. Like
Yeah.
you can't it's not.
It's not good for you.
It's not good for you at all. It'll eat your whole stomach.
Yeah, that's fucking that's fucking crazy.
That's so funny. You were siphoning gas? Why did you need to siphon gas? What is your life?
Oh, dude, I used to live in a very tweaker area, so
Okay.
it's like
Wait, were you jacking gas?
no, like.
You could
No,
listen.
we weren't jacking gas as much as like we just were so broke, and we were just going to other cars at like in this area.
Yeah.
Just getting like, but it was on our property.
Yeah.
Like, we were just trying to siphon out as much because we were trying to get to a show.
Yeah. Oh, you're trying to borrow to get to one place.
Yeah, get into a metal show.
Oh, that's crazy. Are you a musician at all?
I
Just what?
was in a band for 4 or 5 years. something
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
Nice. Very cool.
Not a very good musician, but I was more or less a stage presence.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Why?
my job in the band was to custom percussions, keyboards, backup vocals, but mostly what I was there for is to jump off the stage and fight people.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I did.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How many fights have you been in?
Like, real ones that weren't at a show,
Sure.
not that many. But most of the fights I ever got into were all at concerts.
Yeah, and then so what's that? Is it? Are people trying to hurt each other, or is this part of the? It's part of the thing, like the mosh pit thing.
Yeah, it's
right?
the mosh pit, but like you'd also find randomly someone's too drunk and they're just coming after you. I had
Yeah.
one guy, I remember, like I was blacked out and I came to, and I see this dude like rush nose me. I'm like, all right, we're gonna hit each other, and he comes up and just punches me in the nose, shatters my nose, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? And he's like, fuck you. And I'm like, okay. And I went to the wall of the pit. I asked him, I was like, hey, did I deserve that? And he's like, no. I was like, is that the guy right there? He's like, yes. I went up, grabbed his head, started hitting him. He tried to knee me in the face. Then we got pulled off. Got a really cool picture of me, like long hair, blood covered my face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's the life. That's the life of that. I never understood that. Yeah, I never understood that vibe. I always want to be I want to be the next. I want to be like right on the front of the mosh
Yeah.
pit, but not in the mosh pit.
Awesome.
I want to like be able to grab and catch somebody,
Yeah.
and if it's fucked up, like get in there. But I don't want to I don't want to take the nose hit.
Yeah, no, I was willing to take the nose hit.
Yeah.
It's like I wanted to fight people. Like it's like I like just hitting people and just getting out that anger was like,
Yeah.
great for like young me learning how to get.
What do you
work
do
with aggression.
now for the same vibe?
I'm a little older now,
Yeah.
so that helps. But
Do you think you just mellowed out? Like
it's not that I mellowed out. I just figured out how to work my life better.
Yeah.
You know, because like I like one, I can't go to concerts like I used to because I do want to get. I
Sure,
get bruises.
right.
I'm like I'm going there. I'm gonna get hurt.
yeah.
So I stopped going to concerts as much because unfortunately the job that I do now doesn't like bruises.
Yeah, it doesn't want you to have all this stuff.
Yeah. So now it's like I do CrossFit, jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I was doing Muay Thai for a second.
If you had a gnarly bruise, would they send you home? They tell you they can't shoot?
No, let's put a little something on
Yeah,
it.
just make it
But
on, right?
I'm just trying to make it so it's better because, like,
Yeah.
I've had time. Like, one of the last Slayer shows I gotta go to, my fucking whole elbow was swollen for like 3 weeks.
Right.
So it's like it's just trying to lessen,
It's
especially.
not good for camera.
Yeah,
right?
and not only that, but it's like trying to make sure that you're not giving other variables to make it already harder to do your job. Like
Right.
if it's like if the girl's being a cunt and the crew's being assholes,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to get my edge, and also my body is fucking wrecked.
Right.
It's like
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it's also you want to be as easy to work with as possible.
Yeah,
you
so
don't
I-
want to be the guy who always shows up with a black eye.
yeah, exactly. And I'm sure they'd send me home if I had black eyes.
Yeah. Well, I feel like black eye is one of the easier one to make up out.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
But there is I guess there is a situation because I always see like I'll catch these like dudes have like raspberries because they got you guys fucking in such awkward situations. So you're
Oh,
just
yeah, my
on the
knees-
floor.
Yeah, my knees have gotten lots of scars on the right sides, and,
Yeah.
right and left side because there's a spot in a couch.
Sure.
It's got a spine of wood,
Yeah.
and your knee will go down there, and it just starts rubbing on one
Yeah.
spot. And so I've done.
You don't
scenes
notice
where-
it till it's too late.
Oh well, no, it's like I'm just trying to fuck up the scene, so my knee
Yeah.
starts bleeding, and I'm like, well, just deal with it.
Yeah. Just throw a makeup sponge on it like
Yeah, right?
everything
Fucking
else.
make it sponge.
It's like everything else. All right. Well, so I'm trying to think. I like to challenge people to like a physical challenge at the end, but I can't run with you on this. I might just have to spot you while you do a backflip.
Oh, dude, I'll probably end up doing a backflip somewhere in here.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying I'm gonna request one for you so we have some Instagram content.
Oh shit.
What's okay? So you've been in this 5 years? Do you think is there an arc to what you're doing? Is there a mark you're trying to hit? Do you think you've hit it? Is there a thing that you're trying to get to that you haven't?
I basically when I got in, I was like, I'm gonna get in this for a year, make a little money,
Sure.
get out. That did not happen.
Yeah.
First year was dead. So
No shit.
Oh, so I was hurting bad. Basically, I got into this business trying to make a little extra money and just never made it.
Yeah.
And over the last 2 years, I've definitely blown up. After I got nominated for Best Newcomer, I started working a lot more.
Interesting. And then how long were you in the business before they called you a newcomer?
2 years.
Okay.
Oh no, they were calling me a newcomer still. Like people were like, "Oh, new guy."
Yeah.
Up till like last year.
No shit.
Yeah.
It does seem like the guys in this industry have sort of like established themselves and then they can just rock for like 20 years. It's
Yeah,
kinda wild.
guys can go for a lot longer. I mean, I don't want to be in this job for a long time just
Yeah.
because it's what is it? It's I just don't want to be that old.
Be the
guy.
all gray guy.
Yeah, I don't wanna
And
do
the
that.
fade. The fade
I
just
mean,
keeps
if-
getting higher and higher.
Yeah, it's like I mean, you want to do that, cool, but I've seen girls like I've worked with girls who didn't want to work with me, and I'm like, I I look better than like some of the
Right.
people where it's like I'm trying to make it nice. Let alone when I get older and like the girls are like, I just really don't want to fuck this dude, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't want to live that life, you know?
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, because
What is that like when you get to a scene and somebody doesn't want to shoot with you? What's the ego shot on that?
dude, I had one time where I got to set and the girl's like first thing out of her mouth was, I don't fuck white guys.
But she got booked for the scene. You
Yeah.
got booked for the scene.
I'm like, she's like, I usually only fuck black guys. I'm like, cool. Well, I'm here.
Right.
So,
Right. What does that
I-
got to do with me? Right?
yeah, I remember my first scene. I had a girl go on for about 10 minutes before I took off my clothes, and she's like, I'm a mud shark. All I love is big black cock. And
I've never heard much. I've never heard that
yeah, I've
before.
never heard it. I heard it today. I was like, that's fucking terrible.
Is that
But
an expression?
I guess it's,
Yeah.
that's what she said. But yeah, so I mean, I've worked with a lot of girls who like didn't seem like they wanted to be there,
Yeah.
and it's like. It's not like, in no way, shape, or form is that a sex trafficking thing. The girls want the money,
Sure.
and so they're just willing to do it. And I'm
No,
like,
but it's like anything else. It's like, yeah, let's not spin it the wrong way. But like, it is this notion of like, nobody really likes their job that much,
Yeah.
and there are days you don't want to fucking be there. So,
oh yeah, man.
so there's that vibe.
I had to tell you, November, my grandpa died, and I found out about it like that night, and I had to go do a very long super race
Yeah.
scene the next day.
Yeah,
And so there's days where it's like I really don't want to be on set, but you know, you gotta do it.
yeah. How did you handle that one? Were you able to channel the like, hey, I'm living the life that I want out of this?
I just go about it and just do the job. You know,
Yeah.
you just try to you just don't think about the bad things.
Yeah,
Because the moment you start thinking about everything else, at the moment your dick ain't gonna work
sure.
because it's such a mental game. For guys.
What a philosopher. I thought you were gonna say something completely different. Like, yeah, you know, just get in the end, and then your dick doesn't work.
Yeah.
I just thought you were gonna say something else. That's great.
Yeah, I believe Plato said that. I think it was Plato.
Or
Or Socrates. I can't remember.
Aristotle was one of those guys. You know, just to get too much in your mind, your fucking dick doesn't work. It's great. Yeah. What is the trick? If you start to lose your edge.
Well, one, don't.
Yeah, no, there's that for sure. No, and
Um,
we've all been there, right? Like I've been in the one where like, you know, it's like the last round of being in a relationship with somebody, and you're just like, oh, I'm not in this anymore.
Yeah, I'm not.
And then you're right on the, and then you're just like, but what's the? Yeah, I mean,
Well, I
can
think
you get back in the game?
Yeah, you can get back in the game. It's a lot of factors. Like knowing exactly what turns you on is
Yeah.
really helpful. So like for me, it's like I go down a list. I was like, I'm gonna try to flirt with a girl. I'm gonna try to make her feel good.
Yeah.
If I can't do that and she's being very distant, I'm like gonna just find something about her that I really like.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna try to make the girl laugh.
This is great. This is literally, and I like how like this is how like ego dependent we are, and how like dudes we really do. I mean, there might be a small sect of people that are like terrible people, but like dudes we really like. It's a big important thing for it to be consensual. So
Oh, yeah.
like, these are all consensual things you're looking for. Is that like you just want the person to be connected to you?
Yeah, I just want, we're both.
I
here
want you to
have
wanna
fun.
fuck me, yeah.
It's like we want that, and it's like that doesn't happen. You got to fucking go about and do some other things.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get there mentally. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
But like I'll look at it like eye contact works a lot for me.
Sure.
If the girl just starts saying like nasty shit,
Okay.
like, that helps.
That's your okay.
I've-
That's
I've
your
had-
zone.
I've had a time where you walk on set and the girl's like, "I hope you ate your Wheeze today, 'cause I'm gonna fuck you," and I'm like, "Jesus,
Challenge
God, all right."
accepted.
Yeah,
right,
I've
right.
told so many girls like, "Hey, you want to make sure your scene goes great every time? Just tell the guy that you like watching his porn.
Yeah.
Just
We're so simple.
Oh, yeah,
creatures.
it's like
we're
we're
such
such-
simple creatures.
It's easy, but just sometimes it doesn't happen like that.
Yeah. All right. This is an important factor of all of this industry. How do we pay for your porn? Do you have a way for us to reach you directly? How do
got-
we follow you?
I have OnlyFans. I got mini vids. I got clips for sale. I got fucking Pornhub.
Plug it. What do we?
You just go look at Nathan Bronson. What for OnlyFans? I think it's just Nathan Bronson. Pornhub is Nathan Bronson. Fucking clips for sale. If you just put Nathan Bronson on all those,
You're the only one.
Yeah, I'm the only one.
There's nobody else taking that space. That's
No,
dope.
there's like a Nathan. There's maybe a Bronson, but not.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening, watching. We're sponsored by Spunk Lube and rebroadcast with the Demons Radio Network. We're at AVN. Thank you to my guests for doing this. I'm going to challenge you. I just came up with a fun physical challenge. We're going to challenge you to that. Check out that content on Instagram and on YouTube. Thank you guys for listening and watching. If you don't listen to us on iTunes or Google Play, we're also on YouTube now and Spotify.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being here.